on the phone. We have a woman from Taylor Mill, Kentucky. She is the daughter of Todd and Jackie. She has a sister named Christy. As a child, she proclaimed on home video footage that she would one day play at the Grand Ole Opry, and she has. She will be here with Kenny Chesney at Raymond James Stadium April 23rd, and now will be forever known as a CMA award-winning artist. Ladies and gentlemen, your reigning CMA Female Vocalist of the Year, Carly Pearce.
Wow, that was quite the introduction.
Yeah, it was.
Who are you talking to here? What do you think happens every time we talk, Carly?
This is impressive. I was like, wow, all my siblings, my parents, everybody.
Well, it's an impressive family, so we had to recognize everybody.
Is your sister single by any chance?
She's not.
Sorry, JR.
Thank you, Lana. Once again, we were just talking about this off the air. She always trying to set me up with people, but moving on. All right, so first of all, if we just go back a few weeks to the CMA Awards, wanted to say, loved your speech. Thought you started off really strong.
You're such a jerk.
Oh, gosh. I mean, honestly, as soon as I got off stage, I was like, somebody tell me what I just said.
Well, way to have like a sister with Ashley McBride get up there and go, all right, let me translate for y'all what these tears mean. That was awesome. That was actually really funny.
Great.
I know. I just was at a loss for words.
We couldn't tell.
I think that I know, right? You couldn't tell I was like losing it. But you just can never prepare yourself for something like that.
Right.
And it was just the best moment that I think I've had so far. That and the Grand Ole Opry.
Now, I know that you're there with a lot of celebs, but next day or whatever, who is the most famous person that texted you to congratulate you?
Oh, gosh. I mean, Trisha Yearwood did.
Nice.
Leanne Womack.
Nice.
Patty Loveless.
Wow.
People that I freak out over, yeah.
What about Dolly?
No Dolly.
No Dolly. After all those years at Dollywood.
I know.
Just
looking at me from afar.
Well, Carly, you were just talking about you can't ever prepare yourself for something like that. You know what you can get prepared for is this Kenny Chesney concert that is coming in April.
Amen to that.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Here Now tour kicks off right here in Tampa, April 23rd. So, I mean, what are you doing to prepare for this?
I think that this is the biggest tour that you could be a part of. To me, he's the king of country music touring, and I'm just excited to be touring on music that I feel like is the music I was always intended to make, and just at this point in my career. So I'm just getting prepared to bring all this stuff and just the celebration of the last year out on the tour with me.
Kevin, what is the capacity at Raymond James Stadium?
It's about 65,000.
How are you feeling about that, Carly?
That's normal, right? Yeah.
Just another Carly Pearce show.
Yeah, totally like what I'm used to at my shows.
Have you played a stadium before?
I have. When I was on tour with Luke Bryan, we did a few stadiums, and that was amazing. And but I don't know that you ever really get used to that either. So I wouldn't say that I'm like, old hat with that.
Well, that makes it fun, too, that you don't get used to that. It's like, all right, this is a very exciting moment. When playing a stadium like that, how do you change? I mean, because you're trying to cater to all these people versus like right in front of you on a stage. How do you do that? Like, how do you change your stage presence for something like that?
I think I'm going to figure that out because I feel like for me, this music in particular that I'm putting out now is what people are really wanting to hear from me. And so I think it's staying authentic to myself and not trying to do something that I'm not, but make sure that it withholds and stands up to everything in a stadium.
Well, the intro that I gave you earlier can be delivered at the stadium.
I think you should record that for me so that I can have it.
Well, you don't trust my live performances, Carly?
I only want it recorded because I don't trust you to do it every night.
Yeah, I know. She does.
One of the cool things about going on tour with Kenny, first of all, you're just on tour with Kenny Chesney, but he does that lottery merch. So every night, somebody's name goes into a big sombrero and they pick out a name and somebody gets the merchandise for that night. So that's
the money for the merchandise?
The money for the merchandise from that
they get
night.
A T-shirt. Okay, that's cool and all, but
sometimes it's up to like $300,000.
Wow.
And then at the end of the tour, Carly, you get to go to the Virgin Islands for a week on Kenny's dime.
That would be nice. Kenny, if you're listening, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been doing it since like the early 2000s, taking his like everybody, the crew, the merchandise people, the catering people. He takes everybody
Carly.
to the
Carly
yeah.
Pearce, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Carly. I've heard I don't know, I think he is going to be such an inspiration to me, just of like what you can do for people around you that commit to taking care of your business. That's really special to me.
Well, we can't wait to see you April 23rd. Loving the new music with you and Ashley McBride. Never wanted to be that girl. Congratulations on always being known as a CMA award-winning artist. Ladies and gentlemen, your reigning CMA Female Vocalist of the Year, Carly Pearce.
Thank you.
Well, have a great day. We'll see you soon.
Thank you. Y'all too.